Hello there, everybody. Hi, people. Whoa, wait a minute. Excuse me. Francesco, hi. Hello, and no, thank you for the help. Hi, thank you. 3 months. Huzzah. Alright. And I'm back, finally, after maybe and, official version. Or what resembles to be I don't know who that is, but didn't realize. So am I loud? Oh shoot! My bad. Oops, my bad. Yeah, that was my fault. That was what it's supposed to be. Yep. I see. I'm sorry. Well. Sorry. Yep, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I had that boosted when I was recording the videos that I was making in some of the time that I was gone. But also, I need to Google who this person is. Corey Michael Smith. So, fun fact, my middle name is actually Corey, spelt the same way. So, that'd be interesting. This guy, I see people that look a bit different. But, is this the guy? Or is it... Those are the same people? I guess they are. Kind of? Yeah, I see. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it a little bit, I guess. He played the Riddler. Ah, yeah, I saw the green. Ah, yes. Fantastic. Riddle me this, Batman. I don't know. I don't know Batman quotes. Yeah, no, that's cool. Very cool. Yeah. I see that. I do quite like Riddler. For what little I've seen of him in Batman stuff. Yeah, I quite like Riddler. Yeah, so yeah, missing chat thing, basically just, yeah, being loud. Yep. Okay, so what are we doing here today? I should say, why is my webcam so dark? It's not this dark in my room. Excuse me, hold on, let me fix this. Technical difficulties, where would I be without them? I go to this, and this. Yeah, automatic exposure, how about you don't do that? Un momento, por favor. First stream I've done in a while, and yeah, things can't go right. Why is it looks so dark? Like, it's not this dark in my room right now. Not that it doesn't matter that much, I guess, if I do a little bit of this. It doesn't not matter that much. Sure. Okay. It's not what he said. Oh no, like I'm looking at myself in my own OBS thing. It just looked like a lot darker than it actually is. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, so I had plans, and that's all out the window, out of my ears. So I've been gone for a bit, doing exams and school things. I'm almost done school now. I have one last thing to finish. That is what we're working on here today. But I'm pulling up something else that I'm wanting to show in a second. So if you all maybe remember, possibly back a while ago, we were working on this game, this VR thing. It's a school project and it's a group project, but it was something that I have worked on the stream before. Mostly this guy, Raz the Raccoon, that I made, which we might be messing more with. I don't know how that's gonna go. Yeah. Long story short. Oh, is that the Dino game? No, the Dino game is complete. Let me get rid of those messages. What was it? What was I just saying? I lost my train of thought. Dino game. No, that game is done now, which is cool, but it was a different game, which also, for another school project, which actually went really, really well. We got a really good mark on that, so that's awesome. And beyond just making the game, we had to present it, which was coupled with some writing stuff, because it's school. And my group's presentation was one of the best in the class. So that was really cool. Glad that went well. People laughed at the dino thing, face planting, which was pretty funny. Got our professor to actually play the game, which was not a planned thing. Presenting in front of a huge audience, like we were one of the only groups that was like, to show off our game, we're gonna have someone come down and play it. We got a random student to come down and play it, and then the professor then came down and played it. So yeah, cringe. Yeah, I mean, it's dinosaurs on skateboards, but no, for the record, it wasn't just that game. The grander thing of the project was taking 4 random kids games Imagine the kid who was extremely bad at math. Oh no. we so the project was to take some some app or game or whatever and redesign it to be more user friendly and more accessible and all that kind of stuff, because the course was human to computer interactions, so making programs be good for people interacting with them. So we had to take. So what we ended up doing was we found this website with all these really poorly made kids games. We took 4 of them, remade them all, and then made them better, made them with a focus of being more accessible, but also just kind of making them more functional. And in my I added like music and all that. I didn't necessarily need to do that. And like even the graphical stuff was just because I could, because it was fun to make a dinosaur, I guess. But yeah, basically we just had to make it more user friendly, more accessible, blah blah blah. And then there was a big writing component to it, which, yeah. So I did most of the Dino game myself, and different other group members worked on a bunch of the other games. And, so the Dino game, though, was the best thing I've ever made. Not really, no. But that turned out well, but that project is done now. So now we're moving on to this other thing that I'm doing, where this is actually a VR game. I got my headset stuff back set up. That's an Oculus Rift. They don't even make this model anymore. They don't even make a Rift S anymore. They just sell the Oculus Quest 2 or Meta Quest 2. I refuse to call it that. So we're making a VR game, and our main focus of today is artsy stuff. There's a lot of models here. Actually, literally everything. Only the raccoon and maybe these are the only artsy things that are going to stay after today, or however long it takes to replace them. So all of this is going to be replaced. Our goal of today is make things look good and make things look pretty. So we're going to see how well that goes. Oh, hold on. My mic is not actually facing my face. One moment. It's fine. Actually, I didn't mean to bump my camera as much as I did. Just realized that, things weren't actually set up. I recently over the weekend went somewhere and packed up things and then had to unpack and set things back up. So yeah, it's fine. Also, a little bit ago, hold on. All right, getting back into the groove of things. Hold on, like that. Okay. Just enough to not be showing the other monitor that's here. I don't know. That's just the angle that I've chosen. So you get random. Oh wait, no. You use like this. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. Anyways, so what was I? That leads me on to the thing I was about to say is that I made some YouTube videos for the first time in a long time. I made 5. Yeah, 5 that just came out recently. Mainly it was last week that I was making them. They're long and not that edited. There's some editing at the beginning and at the end. And, that's it. But it's mostly just me rambling about all the things, the school project I've been working on. Well, actually, these 3 are school projects. These 2 are not, but still. Yeah, so those are things I made. Because I could. But now I'm focusing more on the YouTube Twitch stuff for now. Or for the game making and Twitch things for now. Which mainly is finishing this project. Anyways, I think I've rambled enough. Let's get to actually doing stuff, shall we? So, first of all, what is this game? What is going on currently? Well, we have 2 controllers in here, a VR controller and a first-person controller that works enough. Currently, there's not that much here functionally, and I just had to what I did just before the stream started. I took some different code that different members of my group have made on their own, and then sort of mashed it all together, which is why this is kind of a mess. There was a scene where it was just this conveyor belt, and then there was a scene with just the table, so I just kind of put them together and got to make them actually work together. Also, something must have broken because those were moving a lot faster before. Anyways. So this first-person controller is not would not be a thing in the actual game. It's just the easy debug controller, which we're working on. So in VR, you can pick up things and throw them. That's the main idea of what this is. We're gonna get this debug controller to also be able to just pick things up and drop them or whatever. Anyways, you should keep the bins. Actually, we're gonna be making better bins because we have to. It is very how do I explain this? Not just that, but we have models to potentially use for the bins already that I gotta clean up that I haven't opened yet. Also, we didn't make these bins. These were from random asset stuff that we found. Oh, sorry. Let me explain. When I say we have to, what do I mean we have to? So one, it's a school product, but it's not like the school product says redesign the bins. No, it's like well, we have better bins. These were the placeholder model. How much of this do I care to explain? I guess so. So I am making, or as a group project thing, we're making this game that my school, my university is actually going to use. And you can see from the W sweater, Western University is where I'm going. I don't want to drop my location too much, but there's no way I'm going to be working on this game every day for the next like 2 weeks and not say how it's being used. So we're making this VR game that is sorting garbage. That my school is actually going to be using when we're done with it. From what I hear, the two main uses of how it'll be used is, let's say at the beginning of the year, there's some like environmentally week or event or whatever going on. And one such thing would be on my campus somewhere, you'd have like booths set up with different things going on. And one of them would be, here's a booth where you can play this game. You put on the headset, you go through having to sort garbage, and we're trying to make it fun. Like it's sorting garbage. Like we were kind of voluntold that the concept of like teaching people how to sort garbage in VR, but we're trying to make it fun as best we can with like a score system, and we've got this little mascot, this raccoon, and all that sort of stuff. There's only so much we can do, but we're doing our best here. So sorting garbage, all that, and then maybe they get like a prize if they get like a high score or something like that. We wouldn't have anything to do with like making prizes or anything. That's for my school to figure out. Yeah, other use that I've heard of is that, so we're making two versions of the game, VR version and a non-VR version, basically like the same thing, but making it so that you could play it on a computer, which is what this is going to be. This controller is going to be converted into eventually. And that would be a thing where, like, optionally you could click the link and go to a website and then get to play this game just because potentially some kind of like a training-y type thing. Yeah. But you should keep the bit. Are you going for realistic or fictional? A mix. So I mean, this raccoon is not very it's not realistic, but I think like most other things will be a little bit. One thing that we've done that's kind of cool is we've actually scanned some. So we found a nice fancy program that allows you to like take pictures of real objects and then scans them and turns them into 3D models. And we're dabbling with how well that might actually work. So we'll see. Ideally, we want to have the art be consistent with each other. We're figuring that out. The scale of realism to non-realism. But one thing that we want to do is design like these garbage bins to look like the actual garbage bins that we have on campus. So that was where I was getting to with the garbage bins is like these are just multicolored things. In fact, we're not even having 4 of them. We changed the thing recently, so there's only gonna be 3 of them now as one thing. But which is like landfill, paper, like plastics basically. But we want to design them to actually look like what the things on campus look like. Anyways, I can pull your IP through your name. Ooh, can you? Brandon Howe. Yep, that be my name. No, you can't. Amal Chroma. I'm about to W, but don't show it on stream. Can do. But yeah, my name is publicly available in places I don't hide it. Like I'm Cyber Chroma, but that's just I don't know my businessy name that I came up with. That literally took me years to come up with a name that didn't already exist, and that I kind of liked, I guess. Anyways, but yeah, I think actually in my earliest like YouTube videos where I actually talked, I do say like, "Hey there, I'm Brandon Howe, and welcome to blah blah blah." Before I even had Cyberchroma as a thing. But yeah, do I see? Oh, I do say yeah on my even on my like about thing. At least I say my first name. But yeah, my last name's a question word, so there's that too. Tab into Discord so it doesn't show a notification on your desktop. Oh, I have notifications turned off so that I don't get a lot of Bing noises during streams. But yeah, go ahead and show me thing that I will, I guess, keep off stream. You have your phone name. Sorry, let me not read thing out loud. Sorry. Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, more public information available. Yeah, I probably maybe should do about that. I mean, funny thing is, I'm in the middle of a job hunt right now, so I am trying to get hired and all that. Anyways, I don't know. I could dabble with all that. I haven't had any problems with it really so far. I think if you, well, never mind. I was about to say, let's just change topic. Yeah, I was about to say, like, you can have access to this information. I don't think I think the main thing I'd really worry about is like my address and then like, I don't know, financial information. But anyways, let's move on, shall we? So, what was I doing? I was explaining what the game is. So currently, we do have that you can. Here, let me show off. Okay, we're gonna do. I'm gonna. So with the way that my mess of cords is, I get the choice between either having 3 monitors plugged in, one for OBS, one for what you guys are seeing, and then I have one off to the side where usually I just have like whatever like music I have playing and stuff like that. I have to like unplug one to plug in my VR, like my headset. So I'm gonna do that real quick. That'd be Discord for this one. Okay. Then, yep. And you get infinite OBS, so I can say that. What are you caught on? Hold on. Okay, this is gonna be fine. This will be fine. Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, so turn this into this. We're almost through all this introductory stuff that we're gonna be actually building things. The main thing we're doing today is building Blender environment stuff. So, bam! I don't know what you can see. Oh, you see what I see, but it's like more zoomed in. Here, let me just attempt to show what things are looking like so far. So, first of all, I got the raccoon there had like a little test animation that he does. We got those up in the sky. How can you see? When I have this on, I'm not gonna be able to see chat, so I'm just gonna hope that everything's like working properly. Yeah, so we got like score thing. They hover up and down, which is nice. We're gonna be. I have another person in our group that's like working on improving the score system right now. But we can pick up things. Ooh, that doesn't track properly, but it's fun. Well, it tracks properly, it just doesn't match the hand model. So we can throw things, and yeah, that all works nicely. Now, all of these models we just like found from some asset pack. None of these are going to be in the final game. They were temporary. We also got a conveyor belt. So the idea is that trash is going to come along on the conveyor belt, and you're having to pick it up and throw it into the bins. And that's like the long story short of the game. I'm probably going to invert the direction of the conveyor belt. I think I'd rather come in from this way. So this table isn't going to be a thing. The conveyor belt's going to look like an actual conveyor belt. Basically garbage coming in, you pick it up, you throw it in the things, you get score, you do it before time runs out. You have this raccoon that's just saying random voice lines throughout the whole thing, being like, haha, you suck. No, giving tips and tricks and all of that. While also, there might be some more complicated garbage items where you have to like, here's a full water bottle, you gotta empty it out in like a sink, and then you throw it out. Or one idea we had actually just today was having we're gonna have the idea of like having a cardboard box that you have to like flatten, but we just changed how we're gonna do that. We're gonna have like a hydraulic press over to the side, you put it in, you press the button, whoosh, and then it's flattened, and then you throw it over. So we're gonna have a few things like that where some items you have to do something to them and then chuck them in the right bins. But beyond that, yeah, you're having to just sort garbage properly. Using a lot of actual like real life looking ish garbage items, especially what are considered like problem areas of like things that are frequently not sorted properly based on my city's sorting or like recycling system and all that. Because we're making this game kind of for like in association with people that do the sorting like that stuff. Yeah, like with my school and like blah blah blah. Anyways, yeah, so that's that. I think that's all the recap we need. Let's. You should be able to smack the raccoon off the table. He regenerates and teleports back. This. Like ideally, he's gonna actually be like moving and maybe being voice acted and all that. Yeah, like the to sort stuff in Canada, Ontario, London. Yeah, they liked. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. In oh, well, okay. I said I go to Western University, so you can piece together my city from there. That's no secret. I think that's as close as I want to go. Although, funny thing is, I'm going to be moving in a few weeks, so then you won't know where I am. So, cause now I just found your LinkedIn. Oh, fair enough. I mean, yeah, sure. But anyways, yeah. Anywho, what was I gonna say? So yeah, but that's the game, and let's get to actually doing stuff now. So what we're doing is completely overhauling all of the art stuff, except for probably the raccoon and maybe these. These will probably have to change to match whatever environment we make, but won't. Yeah. So let's get on to doing that. Actually, for now, I'm gonna put my third monitor back in. One moment. Ow. Okay, so we're good. Let me just put this back over here. And so our first order of business is some of those scanned objects that I talked about. So I have a few here, and this is my first time seeing them. Like how these are. So these are FBXs, which is a standard file format for 3D objects with textures and all that. So I'm downloading them from a Google Drive as we speak. I was hoping it would kind of be instant, and I should have done this beforehand. I did not. All right, looks like we were just waiting for Google Drive to do Google Drive things. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to start setting up some of the very clear, like, this will not be staying in the final thing. Oh, hold on. Let me actually... we're going to be making most of this environment, like, through Blender, so we're do it on the Blender side. Now... The one thing I have to consider is if I'm making an environment partially in Blender, partially like Unity or Blender, yes, where I also made the that raccoon and all of that, and I've made some environment stuff before. Oh, for the record, I didn't even say what environment we're going for. Like this industrial style thing. I have like an idea of what I want to look like, as well as some kind of referencey stuff. But our main thing above all else is just make it look cool. That's all that matters. I have some, ideas. And also, like, in terms of, art style, probably, like, semi-realistic, but not too. Not low poly, not super realistic. Some middle ground. We're going to be figuring out what that is today. So here's some FBXs that we have that I'm just going to copy into... this project here. Actually, let's go here and go. I didn't even mention this. So the 3D, the actual like VR controller that we have came from a thing we didn't make over here. This is a scene that is a Unity made thing. That's this like VR escape room esque. They call it an escape room. Just like, you gotta get the key and you interact. Basically, you can teleport around this area and you can interact with things and. Yeah, pretty cool. We copied this as the start of making what we made. So that's that. There's also this prototype scene. I think this is where I got the floor from that's currently in the other scene. So, yeah, and there's also a random skybox that I don't know where that is. It is somewhere. I hate those kind of VR games that aren't local motion, lol. Oh, the teleporting around. Yeah, but it's easier for less motion sickness. With our game... we have the constraint, like one thing that we purposely thought about and made a decision on is that given how I said that this will likely be used, it is a good chance that like people playing this game, it'll be like their first time doing VR ever. So we wanted to make it less likely to make people motion sick and blah, blah, blah. So we purposely made the decision that you play the whole game in one place, picking up some blah, 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 but you don't really move around, you don't teleport around, but we did that on purpose. In fact, I like took the controller here that can teleport around, and we removed that code. Or, well, it's the same code. We just turned off some booleans, I think, or however. I forget how I did it exactly. But so we did that as a conscious decision. We're also, because VR stuff isn't always the best with like 360-degree tracking. Most of the game you're facing forward. Maybe you turn to the left, you turn to the right. But we're gonna have the back wall just like behind you, just be a wall. I don't know. It'll be like graphically, it might look better than just a wall, but most it'll be you face forward and you go left and you go right a bit. Oh, for the record, like this is my left, this is my right, because I'm, yeah, the way that my webcam is. Anyways, so that is the plan. Anywho, okay, that's enough. Like, I'm giving, I don't know, like, I'm giving all the backstory of why we're making this, and to give context to the decisions is why you see what you see before you. But yeah, now we're gonna be adding to this, changing a lot of things, and blah 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 blah. Okay, what was I doing? So first thing, I wanted to just get some of these models in. Oh yeah, here's the raccoon model. I'm gonna try voice acting at some point. I meant to do this a lot sooner, but that didn't happen. I don't know what I'm gonna do voice wise for this raccoon, but I'm gonna try something. We'll get there eventually. What was I? Where's good scanned models? Blah. And I want to sort these a bit. So we have one here. This one was just attempting. Okay, let me just trash. And that. Oh yeah, this, and this. Blah. I don't know if the trash bins are. Sure, whatever. Un momento. No. And then also, yeah, I haven't looked at like what these are actually going to look like and how the idea is that they'll probably require some fixing if they're going to work at all. So, I'll love to play it. Woo! Yeah, hopefully it'll turn out good. I don't know how. So again, this is like a thing where I'm actually giving this to like my university after I'm done with it. But I think I do still own it, or like we talked about that sort of stuff. It's very loose. You know, I signed no contracts or anything. I don't think I'm allowed to like sell this commercially or whatever, or blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's fine. Deal with that when we get there. Like, yeah, this is different than if I was, actually part of a company making a big commercial game that I'm, not allowed to, probably wouldn't even be allowed to stream working on it or blah, blah, blah. But this is just a school project. It's that my school happens to be using, but it's still very, like, a very loose thing. Anyways, yeah, so it's raccoon, ragdoll raccoon, a no-go. I only recently dabbled in just the tiniest bit of how ragdoll stuff even happens. But yeah, no, probably not. Hopefully we'll, make him funny and all that. I don't know. We'll see. But, well, that's concerning that none of these have textures. These guys are supposed to have textures. Well, we're going to look at this banana and see how that is. You have to make it so I can smack the raccoon. It does have textures. Yes, except that's not Blender. They're just broken on the Unity end, but that's totally fine. That is fixable. Why did you not open up in Blender? Can you please do that? I have to get to more messages. I will in a second. Let me just get this stuff to open. Why you do this? If I direct this to, hold on. If I direct this to, like, the exe of Blender, then it'll do. Is it here, and then here, and then here? Yep, in a second. Maybe. Is it opening in Blender? Blender always does that black screen thing. That's normal. Didn't do anything. Oh, I'm an idiot. I can't do that. Right, that's not how that works at all. I can't, it's an FBX. You can't just open an FBX in Blender directly. You have to import it. Right, I was treating it like just a Blender file. I'll catch up on messages in a second. I just want to, like, get this opened, please. Let's go with this banana. Excuse me, are you just really tiny? Why are you tiny? We can scale it, but yeah, it's apology. These are gonna be terrible, but so this is a banana on a what? Are you even textured? Do you have textures? But you were textured. Why? Okay, we're gonna sort this out. But anyways, bro, please, I'll pay you so that we can ragdoll the raccoon. Maybe we were joking about, like, if you lose, then it turns into a horror game. The raccoon disappears and then it's just behind you and with a knife. No. But no, we're not actually. Yeah. Please, bro. The messages are no. For the record. For the record. I can finish this game for my school project, and I can do whatever I want with the raccoon afterwards. So we'll make VR trash sorting game the sequel, where we have all of that stuff. Yeah. But also, I mean, for realsies, after we're done this, then I'm going full time into, or the plan is to go full time into Handyman with the unicycle and see where that goes. So, yeah. The message, just friends. Wait, the message of just friends being friends. A children's game? Yes, it's not a children's game. It just has a cartoon mascot that may or may not be part of a mafia, and you can't prove that. And yeah, no. it's a game that first year university students will likely be playing. So I mean, I don't know if like maybe the raccoon's a bit too cartoony. I don't know. It's just I tried my best with a concept art thing that I was given by another member of my team. Like, I don't know, maybe we'll fiddle more with this. It'd be cool if he actually looked more like having fur, but this is what I did initially. We can revisit it eventually. He doesn't even have like animatable facial features, so which I don't even know if I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do full on lip syncing here. This isn't Rocket. This isn't Guardians of the Galaxy. As much as I would like it to be. No. Please just want us look at him. His existence is bad enough. He's great. I don't know what you're talking about. His name is Raz, by the way. He's Raz the raccoon. He even has like a sweater with like pockets and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. No. I don't know how much he's actually going to be animated, mainly just because of time. I'm not a good animator. Anyways, let's figure out why none of this worked. Let's try, actually, I'm going to try again on a different one of these. I knew the banana one's going to be rough because it has a whole, like, table underneath from the scan. That's not the button I meant to press. Import. FBX. Try this one. That's a cup on a pedestal. Okay. So basically what we're seeing here is, I will pay you, bro. I just want to punch you, make him fall down so you can respawn and the psycho can... Okay, now he has to die. Come on. How about... I mean, I probably will release, like, maybe the files of, like, the raccoon. You can make your own ragdoll thing. I mean, actually, the topology of him is pretty good with... hold on. I have a... the 3D model with him is not... Oh, well, here's the dinosaur from a little bit ago. Wazaa. That's that. Doesn't this... This guy has way more of a punchable face than the raccoon, I think. But, and he does face plant. So, yeah, he's still smiling all the way down. So, man, too lazy for that. That's what you were here for? Yep, fair enough. Please do so. I have experience with Blender. Ooh, that I did nothing wrong. He tried to do math. That's what he did wrong. But also yeah, I guess the Raz is part of a gang or a mafia or whatever background lore we have. But you made him do math. Oh no, it's my fault. It's my fault. Oh no. Yeah. Anyways, so I was expecting this to be broken, but it shouldn't be this broken. Or specifically, where are the textures at? I know why it's magenta. That's because of not having texture stuff. What's weird is that it, when I double-clicked... Which one am I looking at now? This one, I think. What is that thing? It's supposed to be this. So we're deleting everything below here. Just looking at the cup. And just... So we're looking at... So these are some objects that, like, another person of our team found a cool program to... I think it's like Polycam. To be able to take a bunch of pictures of a real-life object, and then it makes a 3D model out of it. It's not perfect, but I was hoping that I'd be able to then take this into Blender and then, like, touch it up. Make it functional. So first, so we're just experimenting with that first. I'll see like how doable that actually is. So starting with this, I guess this cup. I mean, yeah, the topology's like meh, but I could fix that. But the first thing is probably doing something wrong on the Blender side of things, but I don't see no textures. And I would like to know why. So, I mean, the magenta is just because it's like, I can't find any textures. What is all this? You are... Why? See, I'm also a little... I take like a week off of Blender and I'm just rusty with it. I don't know what I'm doing. You are trying to get your base color from an image, but you can't find the image. But you do have hot in the hot. That's the banana. You have a normal map? Really? That's awesome. This looks like the cup. Interesting. So you should, if I go to this, that's interesting what you were able to generate automatically. Is that the new Epic Games thing? What is that thing? I don't think so. I don't know what you're referring to there, so I'm going to say no. There's just some, or maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know what the program comes from. I just know that I think it's called Polycam. It's some program that exists that allows you to take pictures of stuff and turn it into 3D models with varying degree of success. Okay, so I gotta find which image these are supposed to be. So it looks like 005 is the one for the color. Where'd it go? No, not. Yeah, go to use Unity hotkeys, and that's not how that works. No, you say, wait, you're, wait, excuse me? Or are you 9? Well, if you, oh, I didn't, I didn't change which one it was getting. I just renamed the file there. That's all or renamed the reference. That's not how that works. Hold on. Gotta do this and go to this one. Hey! You fix the clipping, because this is really small right now. It's fine. Oh, by the way, do I have one memento? Speaking tangentially of graphics, you see this? You can't see this. You can't read this, but this is a cheat sheet that I got to make for an exam that is the most, like, very compact, like, yeah, I basically wrote, like, an entire course of stuff on, like, a page front and back, and, yeah, it's great. In my Discord, if you scroll up, I, like, post a picture. It's actually more legible. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. Okay, so that's that one. Is 6. You look like are you a roughness map or an occlusion, however you pronounce it, map? This is probably an occlusion map. If that's, I'm probably not using the right terminology, but whatever. That's a normal map. Blah. Right now we're just experimenting. I don't know where this is gonna go, but like how well this is gonna work. But yeah, ramble about JavaScript. Ooh, I mean, I do kind of know JavaScript, or I've used it in the past, and it's like similar enough to C#. So I want to do this shade smooth. I think. Why is this so? But I haven't used JavaScript really in like a long time. Here, let me just scale this up real quick, just to have it be a proper size. Ideally, we remove the pedestal, and like it would be just this would be just the cup. Although I'm just, why are you so weird? I don't have that much experience doing stuff with just textures in general, so I don't know why it's doing all that. Oh, right. Part of it is this stuff. You're not. This doesn't matter because it only matters what it looks like in Unity. I see what that's trying to do. I think I'm actually gonna just try not having that and just having a what's it called? It's like a principal just diffuse, like whatever bare bones thing for right now. Color, normal. Blah. Okay, that's a little better. So I guess I only really care about the cup, but I'm just kind of like looking at how the textures are on the whole thing. Just because I can. Why does it look like that? It's weird. Okay. So just see what happens if I do this. No, with X-ray on. Yeah, because, I don't know, if this could save me time with having to model these objects. It doesn't need to look great, it just needs to look good enough for a lot of this. Well, Python was the first programming language I ever used, or ever learned. I haven't used that one in a bit. No, I've done some school stuff with it recently. But it's the first programming language I ever learned back in 2014, was it? I think November of 2014 when I started my programming journey. A website called Computer Science Circles. It was a thing made by Waterloo or affiliated with Waterloo, or like made by Waterloo students. I'm not entirely sure. Affiliated with Waterloo in some way that they you can. It's a website where you can learn Python. That's what I did. And then shortly after, did the Unity thing. Okay, so that's... I just deleted, like, the whole base thing. There's a lot of then, like, unused texture. When we started, oh, did I skip your... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. This vid is very cool. Is it now? Did that be a Rickroll? I'm gonna trust it. Ooh. Blender create assets from a single image. Oh, that sounds cool. I quite like stuff like this. How old were you when you started? So, 2014, so I was 14 because I was born in 2000. Yeah. I just have to look at what year it is to know my age. This is cool. I'm not going to watch through all of this right now, but conceptually this is cool and maybe could be something worth looking at. How is this done? Is this through like I'm curious of just the I'm curious of just what am I saying? The process of how this is done through like an add-on, or is he just hand modeling it? That's still cool. Wait. Oh, he is just okay. Interesting. Taking a model and then okay, that's still very cool. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. UV mapping. Yes. I'm aware of such things. In the past, do I have any good examples of this right now? I mean, kind of with my guy here. Or actually, better example, the submarine in the background there, that is properly UV modeled. Let me find, not that, over... everything here, over here. Un momento. Why are you opening on that screen? Open over here. This guy. This was a complicated 3D model I made. With the textures are all procedural textures, so made by me through math. But yeah, I did have to do UV mapping and all that to get this to work properly. Especially some funky stuff I did on these to get this to line up the way I wanted it to. So, yeah. Me personally, I just use solid colors because I don't want to learn this stuff, UV mapping. Oh, it's really complicated. That's for sure. One thing that I tend to, well, not like with texture stuff, is I don't like having to. So it's like when you want to make like a brick wall, you might grab a picture of a brick wall on Google Images, or you want metal, you search metal. You maybe find textures, Google Images or whatever. But I just don't necessarily want to be dependent on. I hope I can find what I'm looking for by Googling it. Like the exact texture that I'm kind of looking for with something more complicated. Like, I have a specific kind of metal that I'm thinking of in my head, and I don't know. If I can't find it, then, oh, well, I guess I can't do that idea. That would be my worry with some of that. But, and even procedural textures, that's still, like, really complicated. People who make really good procedural texture stuff, they are just wizards. But I do want to continue to learn and things and blah blah blah. Actually, funny enough, so this here is saving me kind of having to make texture that looks like this on a paper cup. To some degree. I actually don't know how salvageable this would be. This is like an idea we were hoping that maybe we could do. I don't really know what our backup is if we can't. Me attempting to make this, but like very manually. Which, I mean, might actually be easier in the long run, but I guess we're going to find out. And I do notice that I need to merge doubles. It's merged by distance, and blah, that's probably fine. I also could attempt to, I'm trying yeah, I don't know. First of all, let me fix the bottom of this cup. Like, the actual mesh... Wait a minute, let me try something. The mesh stuff of this is all terrible, but I know there's a remesh modifier. Not like that way. Like this. Or let me go for one of these. Oh, this is going to completely... This messes with the UVs, and there's no way I can really salvage the UVs. Whoops. Yeah, that's not going to work. Doing anything that destructive to the geometry, not too good. I see a link. I see a word in that title. I mean, I'm not going to click that, but it's really hilarious. I will take your word on it. Yeah. Almost choked on my own spit there. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is just trying to, like, as quick